to thorough newspaper analysis for 22nd and 23rd Feb 2023. Guys, apologies for the yesterday. We were not able to upload a thorough newspaper analysis due to some medical emergency. So we are covering both the day's news today itself. Starting with the editorial section of today's thorough newspaper analysis is Missing in Parliament from The Indian Express, followed by the news update and the legal news. Starting with the editorial session, the present Lok Sabha had met for the first time on 17th June 2019, thus starting the term of the Lok Sabha as per Article 83 subclause 2 of the Indian Constitution. Statistically, the Lok Sabha has completed 3 years and 7 months, and yet no deputy speaker has been appointed. Article 93 of the Indian Constitution states that as soon as the House meets, the election of the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker shall take place one after the other. The practice up until now has been that the central government elects a member of the opposition as the Deputy Speaker. A very unconventional way to reach this end is for the Speaker to initiate a motion to appoint a Deputy Speaker. Further, the Speaker has no constitutional mandate to wait for the consent of the Union Government to fix date of election of the Deputy Speaker. Article 95 subclause 1 of the Indian Constitution grants all power of the Speaker to a Deputy Speaker. In fact, the ruling of the Deputy cannot be challenged later in front of the Speaker. This shows that although his position to act is limited and necessitated only by the absence of the Speaker, his decision and ruling is final. How the present mandate is carried out as laid down under Article 93 is to be seen, especially since the apex court has decided to look into the matter. Starting with the news update, Japan discovers 7,200 new unknown islands. In the first survey of its kind for 35 years, the Geospatial Information Authority of Japan has totaled a total of 14,125 islands, 7,273 more than previously thought. 9 Indian states among 50 most vulnerable regions due to climate change. The Indian states of Punjab, Maharashtra, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, Kerala, and Assam are most vulnerable. According to the rankings, Mumbai, which is a port city and financial capital of India, is at high risk. Coming up to the third news update, first semiconductor facility in India. A joint venture of Indian conglomerate Vedanta and electronics manufacturing giant Foxconn has finalized Dholera Special Investment Region for building semiconductor facility. Delhi Metro launches first ever indigenously developed train control and supervision system. It has been jointly developed by Delhi Metro Rail Corporation and Bharat Electronics Limited under the Government of India's Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative. Coming up to the fifth news update, Carlos Alcaraz clinches Argentina's Open title. The next news update for the session is International Mother Language Day. International Mother Language Day is celebrated every year on February 21st. The day commemorates the martyrdom of Bangladesh nationals over the state imposed of Urdu as the only language by Pakistan. Coming up to the seventh news update, Indian origin Karthik Subramaniam wins National Geographic Pictures of the Year contest. The winning image was titled The Dance of the Eagles. Chandrayaan-3 undergoes key test successfully. Chandrayaan-3 lander has successfully completed the crucial electromagnetic interference electromagnetic compatibility test at the U.R. Rao Satellite Center. Coming up to the ninth news update, Mukaab Indoor Super City. The Mukaab is a 400-meter tall, 400-meter wide cube city that will form the centerpiece of a new downtown area in Riyadh. Largest man-made forest to come up in MP. The biggest man-made forest with 40,000 trees will be monitored by Sri Ram Astha Mission. IAF develops indigenous Vayulink Platform. The innovative solution would help pilots to deal with bad weather and also provide them jammer-proof uninterrupted communication with the base station. Power Minister launches Southern to modernize power distribution. It will modernize distribution of utilities across South Asia. Gulab Chand Kataria sworn in as Assam governor. India, Uzbekistan, fourth joint military exercise, Dastalik. 45 soldiers, each from Uzbekistan and Indian Army, are participating in this exercise. UNICEF India appoints Ayushmann Khurrana as the national ambassador. Coming up to the next one, Kerala High Court begins publishing judgments in vernacular. The Honorable Kerala High Court published two of its recent judgments in Malayalam, becoming the first High Court in the country to publish judgments in the regional language. Coming up to the legal updates, order allowing couple to adopt not meant to supplant Central Adoption Resource Authority process by Honorable Supreme Court in the case of P versus Union of India and another. The court passed an order where the child of a 21-year-old student was made available for adoption to a couple that was registered under Central Adoption Resource Authority. The Supreme Court, however, held that this was done only to deal with the emergency at hand, and the same cannot become a precedent that surpasses the Central Adoption Resource Authority process. Coming up to the next news update, check cases can be transferred from one state to another, invoking Section 406 Criminal Procedure Code by Honorable Supreme Court in Yogesh Upadhyay versus Atlanta Limited. The power of the court to transfer cases under Section 406 CRPC is immune to the non-obstinate clause in Section 142 subclause 1 of the Negotiable Instruments Act. The last legal update, land acquisition compensation can't be different based on nature of ownership by Honorable Supreme Court in Ramesh Chandra Sharma and others versus State of Uttar Pradesh. The Greater Noida Authority had classified land between Pushtani and Gair Pushtani land holders. The Pushtani landholders were to receive an additional compensation of INR 3 per square yard, along with a 15% bonus of rehabilitation purposes. The stream was struck down by Honorable Supreme Court. That's all for the today's news update. Guys, we're coming up with a new overhauling of all the TNA session in the coming week. Would certainly request your valuable feedback. Stay tuned. Take care.